Far East. A thing of beauty is a joy forever, and the Malay jungle country proves the rule. The admixture of Chinese blood has depleted the Malay strain until now the pure Malay is found only in the jungle country. Here's a lone bargain hunter returning from a sail on the Malay Riviera. The village on the bank of the water shows where the Malay jungle families live and conduct their business. The interiors of the huts generally consist of 2 rooms and 7 children. The main industry of Malay is betel nut chewing. According to statistics, the average chew of betel nut will last a normal family almost a month if given proper care. Chewing betel is an old Malay custom. 5 out of 5 have it. One of the best methods of preserving betel nut is to place it behind the ear when not in use. These huts on stilts are typical Malay dwelling places. They're built high as a safeguard against prowlers from the nearby jungle. The entire costume of a jungle Malay consists of a pair of old pajamas with the legs cut off. If a Malay wants a change of clothing, he merely changes pajamas with his nearest neighbor. The boat in the foreground is a barge, so called because of the Malay sheiks who are always barging in on some other fellow's parties in them. The barges are equipped with sweeps to help propel them along. Here comes a little family group consisting of Jenny Malay, Peter Malay, and about 6 dozen assorted little Malays. We'd have secured their names, but we had a date in the next jungle and had to catch our barge. Notice how proudly they follow Old Man Pete, their chieftain, while the wife of his bosom packs the family chattels on her back. This is only 2 generations of Pete's family. If all his nephews and nieces and grandpappies were there, they'd resemble a Saturday crowd at the ball game. There's no divorce in Malay, and they don't, oh, well, you know, one man's wife is another man's poison. Notice the haircut, a Malay permanent wave. We gave this lad an American cigarette, and now look at the dang thing. The whole family's taking a whiff. Do they inhale? Well, here's the long-haired medicine man. Ask him. The natives leaving the hut are off on a betel nut hunt. No, there are no beetles in betel nuts. Here's the head man of the clan. You should see his grandfather. The festoons show you what the young male, A, will wear. This young man is the hero of the local stock company. The comedy relief is here, too. Notice the local color on his head. The men with bandages on their heads are warriors out of work. If you hear of a good war, you might telephone them. The long sticks are blowguns through which the natives shoot poisoned arrows. They can hit a nickel from a distance of 100 feet if you give them the nickel. Here we see the party leaders at the first Malay Jungle Convention. They're arguing about the betel nut plant. Unlike our own local politicians, they never talk themselves to sleep, but the effect is the same. Here's one mill that has remained open in spite of... mustn't say it. It's a rice mill, and the plot is to keep the rice fields irrigated. The mill hands have no definite hours. They work whenever they think of it. Needless to say, they don't think very often. The Penang River is the busiest stream in the district. It's the Broadway of Malay. All activities center in this stream. Their carnivals, their business, and their lovemaking. The important thing in a wife is not beauty of face or form, but ability to fetch and carry. One willing worker is worth 2 flappers with come-hither eyes. The man in white is the big shot of the riverfront. He's going to see a man about a dog. Well, it must be Saturday afternoon with all the men of the camp at the ball game. The palms in front are camouflage. If a crocodile sees the palms moving, he knows it's dinner time and his sporting blood comes to the surface. If the crocodiles don't eat the natives, they're amateurs. If they do eat them, they're professionals and barred from Olympic competition. Here's old Pete again, barging in. You'll have to forgive Pete, as he never even heard of Emily Post and her book of etiquette. This family has it pretty soft, living in a houseboat all year round. All they have to do is catch fish and find a way to cook it. Cute little bungalow and roomy. It has 1 room and 2 suites, and very open plumbing. This family is carrying the results of a week's work to market. The cargo, consisting of wood, will probably bring all of 6 yen, about 35 cents in American money. The woman in the boat is showing the local bridge hounds how to reduce. It's great for the hips and the biceps. You might try it in your bathtub sometime. Here's another house on stilts. Not that it really minds the water, it just wants to keep its bottom dry. A whole village of wood choppers who do nothing all day but chop wood for the Chinese downstream. The Chinese have all the money, and the Malays have all the wood. Even the smallest children work at the wood pile to help keep the family going. Is this one a fast worker? Family stuff again, and the good wife is laying down a batch of bread while she's resting. Here we find the family home after evening chow. The old man is probably out with the boys playing Kelly pool, like Kelly is. One of the young stalwarts of the community doing his bit to keep the home fires burning. Little Miss Lychee Nut kills time pending Papa's return, and Grandma chops wood. Oh, well, time and a half for overtime. Atta girl, Lychee Nut. Bring 'em back alive. Uh-oh, more monkey business. But girls will be Malays. This is one of the most beautiful spots in the whole jungle country. The terraced building in the distance is a Chinese temple. Look at this close-up view. Note how its soft lines fit into the surrounding scenery. And note, too, the soft lines of these slender Malay girls. They're putting on a Malay fashion show. They're wearing the popular Malay sarong. The sarong is the smartest note for the native jeune fille, which in American means flapper. It's an all-purpose garment suitable to high teas as well as low rice and fish, and may be seen on the boulevards as well as in the native kitchen. It's easy to put on and easier to take off. These are fishing boats, and there are those girls again. They're waving to you in Malay sign language. Yes, it's just as we thought. They're waving hello and not goodbye. The little devil on the left is saying, having a grand time, wish